Do y'all have a thrift store that you have just given up on? You have tried to get her to put out, but she just never produces. And you finally hit your limit and you say, enough is enough. I'm never going back. Well, I'm here today to tell you, never say never. Because I did, and I was wrong. Hey y'all, it's Victoria from Super Geeked. I am here at the post office about to drop off some packages of items that sold, and then I'm heading out to go thrifting. So I thought that I would take you with me because I'm going to stop by several Goodwills and a Habitat for Humanity restore. I am looking for a vintage couch. My vintage couch that belonged to my great-grandmother has completely fallen apart. It's from the 1940s. We looked into recovering it, but it's just too much of an expense, and the couch has seen better days. So it's time to try to find something, but I'm very much into mid-century modern, so I would like to save a couch if I can, instead of buying new. Plus, we know new does not last as long as couches made back in the day. So I've also heard from my friend Heroin Bob over at Bob Buys that she shops a lot of hard goods at the restores. So I'm looking forward to seeing if my restore has hard goods also. So I am excited to take you along with me on this little adventure. Okay, y'all, so I'm at my first Goodwill stop. This store I don't ever find tons at, but I just figured I'd drop in and just see. I'm going to do this technique where I'm just going to skim and go with my gut, kind of feel, and not spend a lot of time going through every single label in the store, but just sort of fill the store out. So hopefully that works for me, because I tend to find the best pieces when I'm not like hyper focused, like looking at every single item and every label, but actually just gravitate and find it. So let's see if that works. That'll also help me save time and be able to hit more Goodwills today. All right, guys, here we are. When I say I never go to this thrift store, I never go to this thrift store. I took this thrift store out of rotation a while ago. I used to go here when I first started reselling full-time, but I never found any really quality pieces, so I took it out of the rotation. But this day I was heading to the neighboring city, and this was on the way, so I figured I'll just drop in. And man, I am so glad I did. I think a consignment store either was getting rid of inventory or went out of business, because I found some of the most beautiful dresses. So I was very excited about it, and they're some really good high-end dresses, and dresses that I think I'm going to be able to make some good money on. I love selling dresses because I always get a good return on my money. So dresses is a section I always hit when I hit the thrift store. So that's just some of the dresses I found, which you'll see in the haul and we'll talk about. There was also some new to me brands, which is one of the reasons I like to watch this type of video, even when you guys put it out, because we can expand our brand knowledge together and we can share new brands we're finding. And there's my excited face. I'm so stoked. Now, what I mentioned in the car was a new technique that I want to try personally when I'm outsourcing. And that is because all of the best finds that I've ever found at a thrift store were items that just jumped out at me. Either the pattern or the style or the fabric. And when I grabbed them, they were these great items. But then I'll start thumbing through every single item, and I just waste my time because I don't end up finding those pieces. So I want to go with my gut more and spend less time sorting through every single thing in the store, except for denim. Denim is the one thing that I will always go one by one, because those good pieces can hide amongst the average brands. So I will always go all the way through the denim. And I just showed this because it's a funny wind chime, but the chimes were hanging out of her butt. And then here's some of the shoes I grabbed, which you'll see in the haul. Okay, y'all, things did not go as planned. I had planned to just stop in that thrift store, and that didn't happen, because as soon as I got in, I saw these tags on these dresses, and I could tell that they were quality. So I looked up to see like their retail value, their resale value, and where they were sold. And apparently they're sold at Anthropologie. So I don't know if they're like a newer Anthropologie brand, but they tend to focus on lace dresses. I picked up 4 of those. So I'm really excited about them because they're just beautiful. Then I found these 2 white, really short, one shoulder lace and beaded dresses. You could tell they were quality. And I looked up the brand, and their dresses sell for like $800 retail, and the resale value is about half that. So I was like, yes, these would be great prom or homecoming or wedding dresses. So you'll have to stay tuned for the haul to see what the brands are. But I ended up staying a lot longer in this store that I never find anything in. So I did get some other things besides the dresses that I'm excited to show you and to talk about. And now I'm going to go in my favorite Goodwill. I'm not going to have enough time to stay and shop, so I'm just going to pop in, and then I'm going to try to head over to the Habitat for Humanity Restore to check out their furniture and see if I can find any cool hard goods. So I like to call this store my honey hole because the majority of the best finds that I've ever found as a reseller in my area have been from this Goodwill. I think it's because there's a wealthier demographic in the area surrounding this thrift store. I did find this ice cream cone, and I was looking at it because I own one that's vintage. This one was handmade, but I want to show you mine. Mine is a mid-century modern one. I actually broke the lid to mine, and my grandmother had the same one. That's why I bought this, and she had broken her base. So they saved the lid, and when she passed away, I got to put my cone back together. As you can see, mine's stamped Japan, which tells you it's post-World War II. And I've seen them in other colors, but I really like mine. Now we're back to looking at hard goods. I'm really trying to find more hard goods this year because I love mid-century modern. And I want to incorporate that a lot more into my reselling and here on YouTube. So I had to grab me a basket because they didn't have any hearts left. So if you're newer to our channel and you're new to watching my reselling videos, you will see that I travel a lot. And there's a reason for that. We don't get as great of brands as other areas here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. So we do travel to places like New Orleans and Mobile, Alabama, and Pensacola, Florida, and other places that are nearby to add a better rotation of those higher end brands that we don't necessarily find in our area. I also enjoy doing it because I get to travel with my reselling friends. And I get to go and experience new areas, and we like to try different kinds of restaurants. It's fun. So I'm back in the dress section. As I mentioned, this is one of my favorite sections to source in. Dresses aren't selling as well as they were before the pandemic, but the pandemic is going to be over eventually, and people will get back into buying dresses. The fact is, I have some of the best return on my money in the dress section. So that is one of my favorite sections. My other favorite sections are going to be blazers, denim, shoes, and I love skirts. I need to get better about sourcing in pants. That is a section that I just do not like to go through. It's not appealing to me. But some of the higher end brands that I have found have been in the pants section. I think a lot of resellers probably skip that section because it's kind of boring. But when I have gone through it, I have found pieces that are excellent. What about y'all? Do y'all like going through the pants section? And what are your favorite sections in the thrift store? I know that a lot of times us resellers will get in there, the endorphins are pumping, we're finding all kinds of treasures, and then we hit a wall. So there's some sections we just never even get to. This was a precious vintage dress. I really considered getting it, but it was super sheer, and I really would need somebody to model it, and I don't have anybody that would fit it at this point, so I did put it back. Also, if you're new to my channel, then you may not know that I love to sell ModCloth. I did find this ModCloth dress, but this shows you I don't pick up all ModCloth. That one had a hole in it. This is also a vintage inspired dress, which I sell a lot of, and it's just Kato, but it's so pretty. But I already have one in my closet, and it has had hardly any interest on it, so I wasn't going to get that dress. But man, it is really pretty. I might have to get the girl who does model for me to wear that one because it's just not getting the attention it deserves. All right, y'all, I'm leaving Goodwill number 2, which is usually my honey hole. I think I did a little better at the first store. I did get some good pieces though, and I'll be sure to show y'all in a haul later. Now I'm headed over to the Habitat for Humanity Restore to see what I can find there. If you can see, the back of my car is full of Goodwill bags and stuff from the Goodwill bins. So I need to film some hauls, needless to say. They haven't even made it out of the car, so that's definitely on the agenda for tomorrow. All right, so we're on the hunt for a vintage couch, and all they have is this vintage love seat that's all faded. So that was a bummer. And then we have this giant restore, and this giant restore didn't have a lot of stuff in it. It had some things, but not anything I would have picked up personally or for my resale business. This is my first time in the store. I have been to another restore that is about an hour north of here. Several years ago, I picked up a wonderful turquoise mid-century modern sink that I actually have in my outbuilding behind my house. It was really cool. It has Starburst hardware, and I was so happy to have saved it from that Habitat for Humanity store, but unfortunately, this store just did not have anything that I would pick up for myself or to resell. But sometimes you just have to try. You may find a new sourcing opportunity for yourself. So I'm glad I went, but I didn't find anything. I didn't find my mid-century modern couch, and so I may end up having to go with a vintage inspired couch, which, you know, is okay. Hey y'all, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Victoria and I am a full-time reseller. I sell all kinds of items that you either find on the shelf at a thrift store or on the clearance rack at a retail store. I sell them online on websites like Poshmark, eBay, Etsy, and Mercari, and I do it all from the comfort of my own home. Here at Super Geeked, we celebrate everything we get super geeked about. And we definitely get super geeked about more than just reselling. So I do encourage you to try out some of our other videos too. If you're just here for the reselling, we do have a playlist for that. But let's get to why we're here today. And that is, I have a thrift store that I had completely written off. In the entire time that I have been reselling full time, I have gone and sourced from this thrift store and literally maybe found a few pieces at a time, never got a haul, never would have had enough to film a haul for you. And it was a place I used to frequent a lot when I first started and didn't know a lot about the value of certain brands. And so a lot of the crap I picked up was from this thrift store. A lot of the stuff that has haunted me, you know, those items that you buy in the very beginning and you think, oh, people will want this. No, it just sits there forever, like years. Well, that stuff came from this thrift store. So I had written her off, but one day I said, you know what? I'm going to stop in there. I don't know why. I'm just going to hit a couple thrift stores. I had a mission to end up at the Habitat for Humanity store because I'm looking for a vintage couch for our house. And it was on the way. It would have been my first stop on the way. So I said, you know what? I'm going to pop in. And boy, am I glad I did, you guys. Oh my gosh. So let me show you what I picked up. I found out about some new brands I didn't know about, and I definitely will put this thrift store back into the rotation. So we're just going to start off with a bang. I mean, why not? I found two of these dresses. They are semi-sheer here. They're just lace with just sewn in cups here. They have a single shoulder. They are lace with beads all over. So the entire bodice and the skirt. The skirt is a short length with this tier over it. So it's layered tulle and lace with the beading. Very pretty. So let me show you the tag. This is the tag. It's a brand called Thrift or Ediz. I had never heard of the brand. I looked it up, and these dresses retail for the $500 to $800 range. Y'all, really? And you want to know how much I paid for each of them? $8.99. They are reselling on Poshmark for between $300 up to $800. Some of the long formal gowns. But these are new without tags. They came from a boutique store here on the coast, and they were getting rid of old stock. And so I bought two of these. This one's a size 12, and then this one is a size 4. Okay, by the same brand is a skirt with the same sort of style, tier. It doesn't have the same kind of lace. The lace is a little different, but it does still have the beading. This one is a 4 also. So you could wear this with like a formal crop top or something like that. Or it would be good for a bridal shower, or who knows? I mean, homecoming, prom, whatever. Okay, let me show you this dress next. So this was the first dress I saw when I went in, and I thought, that dress is so pretty. It has this cream tulle with this very interesting lace detail and black straps, sewn in cups. And it is by the brand Mari. This dress is a size large. They do sell this brand at Anthropologie. The Anthropologie dresses on Poshmark have sold for around the $100 range. Anyway, I thought it was a beautiful dress. That's what drew my attention to it. And the ones on Poshmark are selling for about $100. There are none of this dress listed. I do have this in a second size. This one is missing the belt. And then here's the one with the belt. Now, I've mentioned this in videos before. I buy dresses all the time that are missing belts. I find that a lot of people don't even like to wear the belts. So the majority of people are taking the belts off anyway. And so I will just list the other dress as it doesn't have a belt. But these again are all new without tags. Here's another one. This is the same brand. And it is a lace with this sheer panel in the middle. Little mini dress. I believe comes for around $75 for this one, maybe $60. But these dresses, the two I just showed you and this one, were only $6.99. Okay, and last of this brand, so this is another one, is this sweet little, it's a flocked, like a velvet flocked overlay, and then it has the sheer panels like that dress did, and semi-sheer sleeves. And then it comes with a matching tulip skirt. Very cute with the cutouts. So it is a little set. Very cute with the midsection showing. I did pay $9.99 for this, but let me show you why. This one is actually new with tags. This skirt actually retailed for $166. So the top and the skirt together with the new with tags, I'm thinking about between $60 and $75 again. Okay, brand that I never purchase, would go great with a thrift store I never go to. But I really liked this dress, and it is BCBG Max Azria. It is this beautiful nude colored and vibrant orange. It's like a, sort of like a, it's not a tomato red, it's got more orange in it, but very vibrant neon, different kinds of lace detailing. And here's the back. And I just thought it was so pretty. So I thought, okay, normally I would totally pass on BCBG, but I just went ahead and looked up the comps. You guys, some of them on Poshmark sold for over $100. So If it doesn't sell on Poshmark, I will send it to ThreadUp because ThreadUp will list BCBG up high. So I will get a great return on my money anyway. So I'm not really worried about it. Okay, and then also from the store, if you're not new to our channel, or whether you are or not, it doesn't matter. I sell a lot of ModCloth. So when I saw this pattern in the skirt section, I knew what it was. These little matchsticks, super cute, midi length skirt with buttons down the front. It is the brand, it's a UK brand called Luce. And yeah, super cute. All the buttons are there, adorable. I love ModCloth. Just so you know, most of my ModCloth skirts sell around the $40 and $50 range. So I would probably expect to get about $40 for this skirt. And then this is a jumpsuit. It is a wrap front, really cute, by the brand Lulu's. I really like selling Lulu's. I usually get a really nice return on my money. Not the highest end brand. They don't retail for a lot, but I still like to pick them up. And this is a jumpsuit, so I thought it would be good for spring and summer, so I grabbed her. Last clothing item from the Never Ever Ever thrift store was this teddy bear jacket by Patagonia, or as Alicia calls it, Patagucci. It's a girl size medium. It's so soft, y'all. It is so soft. It's got this two cute little button closure up here. And then it's open. It's got this big oversized collar. It's so cute. So cute. So grabbed the little Patagucci. Okay, now we're on to shoes. I did get 3 pairs of shoes at the Never Never store. First is a brand that I have never found out in the wild, but it is Hunter. These are gardening clogs. They are the horticulture. You can see the flowers all over it, in great condition. So I was excited to find these. Then I found these Uggs. There's the UGG logo. They need a little bit of work on the suede. They are a little dirty, but the leather is super soft. And they have tassels down the side. Also, a couple tassels are missing, but I do have leather, so I'm going to replace the tassels that are missing. They're easy. They're just like tied on, so no big deal. I don't tend to like to put a lot of work into shoes these days, but these were $7.99, and even in the shape they're in, I should get at least $50 for them. So yeah, I'm gonna put a little bit of the work into them. Okay, last up is another brand I've never found out in the wild. It is the brand Bed Stew. And they are these precious little wingtip flats. Y'all, they are in great condition. They have the Vibram bottoms. They're natural leather, which is cool. They're tanned with vegetables, which is really cool. So anyway, love these. And there weren't any that were selling like this on Poshmark. And the solds, I think, were around $80. So I was really happy because these are super clean. Okay, after that great haul, not a huge haul, but great items from a store that I never go to, I went over to my honey hole. Now, didn't pick up tons there. I actually picked up less than I picked up at this store, but overall, a great thrifting day. So let me show you what I got at my honey hole. First up is this super cute Bowden top. I don't pick up a lot of tops, but this was on the new rack and I thought it was precious for spring and summer. It is a full button back. And if you don't know, this is the new Bowden tag with the yellow dot. So yeah, grabbed her. And on the same new rack was this Draper James gingham print button-up shirt with this cute little detailing on the sleeves that is mimicked on the collar in excellent condition. If you don't know, Draper James is Reese Witherspoon's clothing line. So I was happy to find it. Okay, another brand that I've never picked up. This is a striped maxi dress. Really cute, again, for spring and summer. It'll be hot down here in, you know, a month. We don't have winter. So it is by the brand Bardot. And I have heard of Bardot, but never found Bardot. So I was excited to find it. I like the straps. They have these cute little buttons on the back. I got this silk equipment dress. It is belted and the belt is still there. So that's always a bonus with this diamond pattern. Really pretty. I like selling equipment. It does sit, but it sells for over $50. So I was excited to find it. Another brand I have never purchased resale, but I know about it, and that's Parker. Again, I picked it up. I love this vibrant color. It is almost the same color as the Bowden top, but it's more neon. And it has sort of like a satin skirt on it. And then the top is more of a like textured material. It's got a V-neck and then an even deeper V in the back. Very cute, very 60s vintage inspired shape for a dress, like a little shift dress. Next up is my husband's favorite brand, Nasty Gal. He's in the other room. So it's this cute scuba mini dress with this detailing on the front. It's got the double straps and just really cute, and love this color. Okay, I saw this tag and I did not know what this jean brand was. It's called 12 by Antwolf, but I could tell that the jeans were super good quality. They feel very expensive. So I did look it up and they are very expensive. It does have some distressing here on the knee, which I thought was really cool, but just some really great jeans. So I'm excited to see how they do. A brand you've seen me talk about before that I like to sell is White House Black Market. And it is this cute straight skirt with this striping detail. Very cute. Here is the back of it. Yeah, I just really like this. It's the older White House Black Market tag, but still a super cute skirt, and it's cotton. So I love natural fibers. And then the last piece I picked up were these men's Everlane jeans. They're in a black wash and they are in a great 38 by 30 size. So excited to find these. I like selling Everlane. The men's Everlane sits a little longer than the women's Everlane, but still a great brand. So the moral of the story is never say never. Don't write off those thrift stores. Maybe take a break from them, but I don't know how many times I passed up that store and maybe a gold mine was sitting in there and I missed out. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you were entertained by my thrifting adventure and seeing what I picked up to resell. Don't forget to do all those YouTube-y things, subscribe to our channel, hit the thumbs up on your way out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.